Hello, this is Hannah from Hannah Seed Beads Designs, and in today's video I'd like to share with you a quick tip on how to add the last bead once you reach the peak of your weaving using a brick stitch without the thread showing. So as you can see on my piece, so this is a brick stitch pattern. I got to the point where I have a space for one more bead to add to kind of finish off my triangle. If I were to carry on using the normal brick stitch method, obviously I would pick up the bead, go under the bridge, then through the bead, and I would end up with a thread coming out of the bead. And then obviously I would have to go back into my piece, which would mean that the thread would be showing on the side of the bead, which obviously would not look nice. So what I do instead, so you can see I've got the last two beads. I'm coming out of the first bead. So I'll pick up the bead and I just simply go back into the next bead I'm coming out of. And you will see that it actually adds the bead sideways. As you can see, the bead is a bit wobbly, so it's not very secured. So what I need to do is to go through the bead once again. So I need to kind of go around and I need to be coming out of this bead to go through the last added bead again. Maybe one quick tip here, what I did in the past was kind of just to make it quick and easy, I just went through a couple of beads on this side, then went through my work and came out of the beads on the other side. What actually happened was it misshaped the triangle, so I kind of avoid going through the side beads. So instead of that, I just came out of this bead. I'm going to go underneath that bead, and then so coming out of this bead, I'll go one more under across. It nicely pops in, and then go back up. So coming out of this bead, I'll go the bead next to it, so now I'm coming out of this bead, so again I'll go into the bead above, so now I'm coming out of this bead, and the last one I go is through this side bead again. That's what I want it to be, and then I can go through the last bead once again, and then down through the bead underneath. Now you can see the bead is nicely secured. Depending on what you do next, I mean, this could be the final shape you're after, in which case I would just weave in the end. Or in this case, so this is only half of my earring, so I would get my thread, weave it in all the way to the first row, either this side or this side, doesn't really matter which one, and just carry on building the other side of my earring, which will be another triangle shape, and I will finish it off the same way I just showed you by adding the bead sideways. As I mentioned, this will be an earring once it's finished, and maybe just quickly show you how you can attach your beaded piece to an ear hook. So I've got one here which I already finished, and I actually use a jump ring to attach the ear hook to the beaded piece. Maybe just to mention, this is Miyuki Delica size 11.0, and I have experimented a little bit to see which jump ring would comfortably fit in the bead, and I found out that the 4mm open jump ring with a thickness 22 gauge is the one that fits the best. In this finished piece I also went through the bead twice, and as you can see there is still some movement in the bead, so it does snug in nicely, but it doesn't break the bead. And that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and find it useful, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye for now.